Welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, studies conducted by the Center for Social Environmental Research at the University of Ghana says hopelessness is pushing a lot of teenagers in the country to contemplate suicide. The development is said to be more worrying in the senior high and tertiary institutions. We have more on this disturbing issue shortly, but closely related to that is a study published by Child Rights International, and it found that about 55% of children in Ghana believe that the future is bleak and they are planning to leave the country by 2040, citing jobs, education, and better standards of living elsewhere as their reasons. The survey focused on expectations of some 11,288 children between the ages of 12 and 17 in all 16 regions of Ghana. According to the report, 94% of the children say they are worried about getting a job in the next 2 decades. My colleague Elton Brobe has been studying the findings, now reports.
The research conducted from June 2020 to April 2021 targeted children between the ages of 12 to 17 and aimed at providing evidence on the values and issues of concern to children and further provide them with the needed opportunity to have their voices heard on key issues that affected them. The findings are that Ghana through the lenses of children present and the next 20 years. The research was to gauge and explore children's life experiences on issues affecting them now and how the country might be in the next 20 years. The findings says children are worried about getting jobs in the future, with majority of them predicting that unemployment would make it harder for some citizens to make ends meet than they did now. 71% of the respondents revealed they would focus their attention on solving the unemployment problem in the country by creating jobs if they became leaders in the future. The findings showed that 35% of the respondents said acquiring technical or vocational skills through technical vocational education and training TVET will be essential for them to be employable in the next 20 years. But more staggering is the finding that 55% of the children said they wished to migrate definitely, whilst 11% said they would either stay in the country or leave eventually, even though a majority of them said they were proud to be Ghanaians.
Elton Brobe there, who has been looking at the report. Well, Judith Awoche-Tando has also been interacting with some teenagers at the Accra Academy Senior High School. Hear them.
Do you think that there will be enough job opportunities for you when you are done with school, or you'd rather, like the 55%, want to travel abroad? So can you tell me your name and your age as well and what you think?
Okay, my name is Penyo Hudson Adu. I am 18 years old. Okay. And personally speaking, I would like to travel abroad because here in Ghana, there are not a lot of industries. So when we complete school, we will not get like enough jobs because there's going to be pressure on the few industries we have here. Yeah.
Okay. So what as well do you think?
Please, my name is Emmanuel Free. I'm 18. So I think that after school, due to high population in the school, like there will not be enough jobs for us, and the way our economy is also affect us. So I think traveling abroad would be better.
And what about you?
Okay, I'm also your boy Dean, and I also think the same as my friend here. Traveling abroad is the best option. So with our population, as we were saying, as the population rate is increasing, job opportunities decreases as well. So traveling abroad is the best option. Yeah, but I love my home, so I'll live in Ghana and work here.
So who wants to actually live in Ghana? I mean, okay, you want to live in Ghana, so you don't think traveling abroad would be your option. Who else wants to live in Ghana? So what do you want to do then?
Well, okay, I won't say maybe traveling abroad is the best thing to do.
But what would be your option?
Well, if I get a chance, I'll go, but if I don't, I'll stay in Ghana. Because if we all can't decide to go outside the country and work. Because you have to have people here to help the country, also improve and work.
So I believe that, yes, we all have to have the urge to work for your country. But looking at the reality of things, the unemployment rate, even as at now, do you really think that there will be enough job opportunity for you when you're done with school?
No, there won't be enough.
And what do you think as well?
I also think the same as my brother here, because even when you look at our senior brothers, and they are struggling with their jobs, and even if they can't find jobs, how much more we who are behind? So I don't think it's the best option for us at the moment. So when we get an opportunity, we might just go outside and then just further our lives there.
Okay. And lastly, what about you? Give us your opinion.
I'm Mr. Dennis, and I want to seek greener pastures outside, because in this country the resources here are less, and looking at our population, we all can't get job here. So I need to seek greener pastures, and the job opportunity or the career I want to offer, it's not here. I can't get the job here, so I need to seek greener pastures abroad.
So you had some of the young people there. Well, for the Center for Social and Environmental Studies at the University of Ghana, the level of depression and hopelessness among some teenagers is alarming. Joining us is the Executive Director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, who is joining us via Zoom. Hello, Bright. Right, hi, good afternoon. I do hear you now. Yes, I do hear you. Let me also introduce my next guest, who is a clinical psychologist, Dr. Emmanuel Sampong. Doc, thank you for your time and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doc, I'd like to start with you because Child Rights International did one of the surveys. So let me bring you in now and to hear your thoughts on the young people we have just been speaking to and those who were spoken to in the Child Rights International survey, what they said. Now, part of them wants to seek greener pastures. They believe that is the best option for their lives to move out of Ghana. Some of them are being driven to contemplate suicide at this age. What do you make of this from a psychologist's perspective? Hello, Doc. Okay. Looks like I'm having a bit of an issue with Dr. Emmanuel Sampong there. Let me bring you in, Bright. Bright, so what, 11,000 plus children have been answering your questions, and it looks like 55% of those think that life outside Ghana is better by all means. Did they give any reasons why they think the way they do?
Well, children listed a number of issues before even coming to the reason why they feel they want.
Bright, could you please say that? Could you please say that again? I think I lost you at the beginning. I didn't really get what you said.
Yeah, I'm saying that children listed a number of things as reasons why they want to leave this country. And even before that, they did assessment of the current social problem that we have in this country. And they listed unemployment as an issue, social weakness in the social safety net also as an issue, the poor education. So clearly they are sending a signal that these are not things they want to see. For that matter, they scan through other areas and they feel that when they go there, they would get these things well. So they have expressed that yes, the majority of them said they are going out for greener pastures. The second option that came, that children said, was that they want to go there to further their education. And then also others also want to have a better standard of living. So these are the reasons that children give that they want to leave the country.
And I'm wondering, what you have dealt with children, for many years now. What do you think they see, or it's influencing their thought processes that's making them think that what they think they don't have here, they are much likely to find elsewhere?
Well, you see, if when your colleague interviewed one of the students, he made mention of the fact that even the brothers are not getting job to do, how much more after school. So it means that there are certain things that we've done in the past that are communicating to children to have the belief or not to have the belief that this thing is good or it is bad. So for that matter, they are also taking decisions as a result of that. They look at the family system, whether life is okay, and if life is not okay, what is contributing to that. You go to an environment where the children are very intelligent, but accessing a scholarship is an issue for them. then generally their siblings, junior siblings, would also begin to pick some of these characters and all that. So what pertains in the environment is what is communicated to the children, that if all things not being equal, they will find the option outside. And we all know that we sometimes also paint a very good picture about other countries than us. So they pick some of these signals. They think that, okay, if that is how those countries are, then probably going there to seek for greener pastures will be an option for me. So these are some of the things that goes on that children attribute to saying that if they get the opportunity, they will leave the country.
I was really hoping that we could get Dr. Emmanuel Sample so that we get, okay, let me try him again. Dr. Sample, are you there?
Sure, I'm here.
Great, great. So I wanted to take your thoughts. Did you hear the young people on their reasons? Yes.
Right. So I was going to say that, yes, from where I'm coming from, yes, I believe in research. And for that reason, I need to commend Child Rights International for, that important study. And it's actually bringing out very key issues that we need to ponder over. So essentially, what they did yielded, some quantitative figures, and what your reporter also went out there to do was more like, adding on the qualitative bit about it, and that's the most important part. The children providing explanations and reasons why they would want to leave. And for me, I think that we have all the time thought that, yes, because they are children, they possibly may not have any option. But perhaps this study should open our eyes to begin to take these children serious, because if this is what they are thinking, trust me, at the end of the day, we will have quite a number of them who will want to follow through, the thoughts that they are providing now. And if we tend to lose these people, some of who will end up, having the kind of skill that we will require as a country to be able to develop, and we happen to lose them to other countries, then I think that it's about time that we began to be serious and take what they are saying very seriously.
Taking them seriously and being serious. And Bright, let me bring you in again. I was wondering, do you think social media, or too much exposure to social media, maybe accounting for some of these thought processes? Not that I think the children don't have a mind of their own, but perhaps social media just sort of magnifies the way they see things and the way they see difference in their lives and the life that they see on the other side.
Well, we have not done any research in that area to see how social media is influencing some of the decisions. But what I can say is that we have undermined the intelligence of children for a while now. So we feel that there are certain things that they may not have understanding of it. But this particular research has revealed a lot of things that children are thinking very deep, to the extent that they're even thinking of what their future is going to be like. And that is a space that we have taken for granted. And I feel that for now, moving forward, we should engage the minds of our young people through any form of policies that we want to enact, so that we invite their views and see how best we can shape those kind of things. And I believe that if children are given information, there are two information that children can give to you. Either they are well informed about the decision or the information they're providing, or it's an ill-given information. So whichever way they present it, it should afford us the opportunity to explain to them that this is the way to go. This is the thinking pattern that you need to establish. But now, these are the thinking patterns of our children in this country. So if we still continue to assume that they are still young, they can't think for themselves and all that, then we have to revise our note very well so that we can engage them in the process. But if yes, there are areas, so for instance, there are areas like national pride, where children are saying that social media accounted for some of the things that they described as the open space for democracy and all that. Because about 28% of the children are saying that, because one time they go on social media, they see people posting all kinds of things and the authorities do not come for those people. So therefore, they feel that Ghana is a very democratic state, and that is negative. But because we have opened that avenue, children, and then the free will of people to do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, children rather attribute that to the kind of democracy that we are practicing. For that matter, they feel that once people can express themselves, then it means that democracy is contributing to the free will of people and all that. So these are things that we have to pick and then see how some of these things are influencing and shaping the minds of our children.
My final question to both of you, I start with Dr. Emmanuel Asampong again, is the way forward. You've talked about taking them seriously now. What can we do from families with this information that we now have? What will be your advice as to what can be done to change their mindset if we should?
Right. So for me, this is a wake-up call for us, and I mean, these findings should actually inform the kind of policies that we begin to develop, or if you like, those that are there. If there are avenues of bringing in, some kind of changes, we need to do that and factor in whatever we do, the views of these children, because I keep saying that they are the future leaders, and if we do not, listen to them in respect of how they want to see the future, so we can carefully plan, something that they expect to meet, then we'll be making a lot of mistakes. Those days where we said that children were only to be seen and not to be heard, I'm sure are gone. And so this is the time we need to not only see the children, but we also need to hear them.
To hear them more. Let me end with you, Bright. Hearing them more, how effectively can we do this? Your thoughts as we wrap up.
I think we should communicate with our children, both at the family level, and anytime that they're introducing policy, we should engage them. When we do that, we can give them a well-informed, we can give them a position that is well-informed, so that when they are taking decisions, they will know which decision they should take.
Right, thank you very much as well. Bright Appiah, the Chief Executive for Child Rights International, they did that survey, and also had Dr. Emmanuel Asampong, who is a psychologist. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And hopefully we get better and change the mindset of our young ones here in Ghana with our own behavior as adults also. Now,